everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, hello, my name is gclord, and if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to my channel and don't forget to click the bell button so you'll get notified every time I upload new videos. So for today's video guys, I'm not doing any makeup or any reviews, but I am going to share to you these 5 tips that I've learned that I've learned through my personal experience. This is in regards with the I-485 or adjustment of status once you have a K1 visa or fiancé visa and you're here already in the USA. So these 5 tips, I could say that's very helpful to those whose interview is already appointed and or coming. And but disclaimer guys, I'm not an expert. I did it, or it's like it came to me that I realized that I should share it, or I should share these tips that I learned while I was processing, or we were processing my green card. I know it's not easy if you feel like if you feel down, if you feel so nervous, if you feel scared. I will personally tell you it's normal, okay? It's normal guys. I can't tell you to be at ease because I've been there. I was scared, I was nervous, and I don't know whom to talk to. I don't know what to do. So the processing guys, we did the processing all of ourselves. As you can see my previous videos where I made playlist green card journey, we processed all of our papers from the start until to the end, or until I got this green card. Okay, so without further ado, let me share to you. Again guys, disclaimer, I'm not an expert. These tips are only based on my personal experience, which I know that can help you, or that will help you on your upcoming green card interview. Yes, green card interview. So the first tip that I learned is that in order for you to in order for your interview to be successful is gather all the documents needed from day 1 up to the waiting game. So what I'm trying to say is that all the documents that you have, including the birth certificate, the marriage certificate, from your husband, from your children if you have children, and from you. So the documents that I mentioned is the documents that I'm referring to is the documents that's on the list of your appointment letter. I know you received one of those. There were a list of all the items or of all the documents that they're going to ask you during the interview. Prepare those documents. If you feel, trust your guts, trust your instinct. If you feel that there's some documents that you feel like very important but not in the list, bring them. Organize your files, organize your documents. Put a note in there. This is from this one, from that one, all documents, okay? So the second tip that I'm going to share is that one is the day for the interview. Dress properly, dress comfortably. Okay, so you have to be comfortable as much as you can, but not with PJs, duh. It's like you're going to job interview. So whenever you're going to job interview, you're going to dress up like the best, okay? Right? So for the girls, I suggest, because for me, personal preference, wear heels at least 2 inches, because for me, I feel sexy and more confident when I wear heels. So for the boys, for the men or for your husband, let them wear a casual, or button down shirt or button up shirt, something like that. Just let them wear casual. Remember guys, that during interview, the focus will be on you, the interviewee. So you have to dress nicely, presentably, and most of all, comfortably. It's like you're going to a job interview. Remember that, going to a job interview. You have to give the interviewer the impression that you're there for business, or that you're there because you need it or because you're serious about it. And also guys, aside from dressing comfortably, please be on time, or 10 to 15 minutes before interview. Okay, so that will give you a lot of time to prepare for yourself, and of course to not be, so pressured because you're there late. Okay, so 10 to 15 minutes allotted time. The third tips that I'm going to share you is that be confident. Okay, so be confident. Actually guys, the third tips that I shared to you it's kind of like in connection with the first two. If you know that you already have the documents, if you know that you already gathered all the documents needed, you bring them. And if you dress comfortably, if you arrived earlier, you'll be more confident. And one more thing guys, to be able to be more confident is that you should have know what are the possible questions that they might ask. Based on my experience guys, their questions, maybe it's like it varies or it depends on where you are, but most of the questions guys are related to you, to your husband and your relationship. The questions are revolving on those, like let's say in those field about you, your husband and your relationship. You have to memorize the important dates, the important places, and they might ask you some tricky question, but again, they're going to base it based on your relationship. So that gives you the confidence. And when you're there, show them that you're confident. Okay? The first step inside the building, I don't know, I don't know guys, but I was like, maybe they're watching you the first moment you step in that place. I don't know, but just be confident. Okay? And then the fourth tips guys is during the interview, it's pretty scary. Well, I was scary because it was my first time and I don't know what they're gonna ask me, and I was not confident. Honestly, I was not confident. I was not confident in the sense that our marriage is fraud. Not. I was not confident because I was scared. Although I prepared like a long time, but that time I was scared. I was nervous. So for you guys who's watching this, during the interview, answer the questions truthfully, honestly, and diligently. Okay? If you're going to answer the question like right away, and you'll give them the impression that you're not lying, or that you're being truth, or that you're being true, that you're being real, that you're being honest. That's what they want, guys. So listen, please listen to the question. The first 2 minutes of questions are based although it's a yes or no, but you have to listen to them because there might be sometimes that that supposedly your answer will be yes, but the answer was no. So it's kind of like maybe you'll get a problem with it, but just listen to her or to him. And also address them mom or sir. Let's give them aside from being respectful, who are they, something like that. And louder, your voice should be loud enough for them to hear you. Okay, so I know that most of you who's waiting for this time for the interview prepared. I know you're prepared, and you just have to trust yourself, guys. This time, I mean the interview itself, that moment or that time will only be focused on you. All the questions that they're going to ask is for you. It would be lucky if they allowed your husband or your wife to answer for you, but most of the times the questions are for you. So but I noticed that they can be tricky. So they're gonna ask you a question and they're going to ask your husband as if they're they want to know if your answer is right. No, I trust you guys to know the important dates, the important places, the people around you, your children. Those are like the basic questions that they're gonna ask you. And most, I don't know about anyone, but my interview only lasts like 5 to 10 minutes. It was quick, and hopefully you'll get the same interview as I had. But I knew some people, their interview lasts like 1 hour, which pretty very long time. And the last tip that I'm going to show you is, after the interview, that there is like the interview's done, all the answer was asked, and they're going to like explain to you what's gonna happen or how long will you wait. Always ask questions that will give them the impression that you are serious about that thing, that you're looking forward of the result, and that gives them like the pressure, not really the pressure, they will give them the idea that you're there for business, that you are serious about this. So always ask question. Even in interviews, in job interview, guys, you are required, it is your right, or you are required to ask question for them to know that for them to know that you understood what you're there for. You understood the questions, you understood the process, or you understood why you're there at the first place. Okay, so to recap, guys, the 5 tips that I shared to you is that gather all the documents, memorize all the important details. Second is dress professionally, dress comfortably or dress decently. And the third one is be confident. Okay, so be confident. And the fourth one, guys, is answer the questions honestly, diligently, and truthfully. And the last tip that I share to you is that always ask question, especially if there's some details that you don't really understand, that you want clarification or something like that. So always ask questions. So that's all, guys. That's my video for today. So I hope these 5 tips can help you on your upcoming interview. And seriously, guys, I genuinely hope for the best for you guys. I receive a lot of questions, a lot of messages from other people who undergo or who go through with the same process that I had or that you have, and they message me about this, and then they're feeling, you know, down, they're feeling so like hopeless about this kind of process. I know it's not easy, it's very difficult. The waiting process is kind of killing us, but it's gonna be worth it. Okay, if you need someone to talk to about this, if you need questions only related to this case, you can message me on my Facebook or Instagram and Twitter. Okay, so I'm always on Facebook, sometimes in Instagram, but you can always message me, guys. And also thank you so much for all these people who reach out to me regarding my videos. Thank you for watching them, guys, and thank you so much for subscribing my channel. I know I'm not really good in English, but I am trying to. Okay, I'm still in the process of learning. Okay, so it's like an endless learning process for me, same as you guys. So again, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope these tips will help you in your upcoming interview. And again, this is Gia saying keep grinding, keep working, and most of all, keep inspiring. See you in my next one, and good luck.
Baby, shine through and come and save me. I've been